Hello dear students, welcome back to a YouTube class. So in the previous sessions we started to study relating to a stack, where we had seen the meaning of stack, then a little bit theory relating to a stack, how stack works, and after that we studied the functions, that is the operation which we can perform on your stacks, that we had studied in detail. That question can be asked for 5 marks as I had explained. Next, after completion of the operations which we can perform on your stack, next we started to study relating to the algorithm. In stack totally we have two algorithm. One is called as push operation algorithm and another one is called as pop operation algorithm. The push operation algorithm is used whenever we want to add the element into your stack, and the pop operation algorithm is used whenever we want to delete an element from your stack. Done? So push means adding the element into a stack and pop means deleting an element from your stack. Then after this we had also studied the application of your stack, that is the different area where all we can use these stack concepts. Then with this we had seen one more theory part, that is called as memory representation of your stack. Then so your stack can be represented in mainly two ways. One is a static memory representation and another one is dynamic memory representation. The static memory representation, that is when you want to represent your stack in your memory statistically, in a static manner, then we use array concepts. Then when you want to declare your stack in the memory dynamically, then we use linked list concept. Done? So these are all the part we have to remember. In your stack we have many important points to be remember. Some can be asked for 3 marks, some can be asked for 5 marks, like algorithms, operations, memory representations and applications. Done? These are all the things we have to remember relating to a stack. Now the new concept in this chapter we have is queue. So the new concept we have is queue. So we are going to study on queue now. Then, so as we have the stacks, similarly one more linear data structure we have, that is called as queue. Okay, this like stack would we use, similarly the queues also can be used to solve n number of the problems. So here the queue is also an ordered collection of your items, where the adding of new items and the removal of the existing items takes place at different ends. Just remember the difference between your stack and queue. In your stack, adding the new elements and removing the existing elements takes place from the same end. Okay? In your queues, if you compare, adding the new elements and removing the existing elements from the queue takes place from the different ends. So here in stack we use only one end to add and remove, where in your queue we use the different ends to add and remove. Done? So your queue is your ordered collection of items, where items is inserted at one end and inserting the item, that is adding the item, is through your rear end. What we call it as rear end. And removing the elements is taken place from the end. That end is called as front end. Then there are two ends which we use in your queue. One end is used to add the elements into your queue and another end is used to delete the elements from your queue. Then so in your stack we have only one end called as top. Adding and removing the element take place from this single end. Then but here in your queue we use two ends. One is called as rear end and another one is called as front end, where rear end is used to add the element into your queue and your front end is used to remove the element from your queue. Then as here adding and removing the elements is taken place in two ends into your queue. For that reason the queue work under the another method called as FIFO. If you remember, your stack works based on the technique called as LIFO, that is the last in first out. The element which has been recently added or the element which has been lastly added into your stack, that will be removed first from the stack in your in your stack. Where in your queue, the element which has been first added, that will be bring out first, that will be removed first. That is first in, first out, what we call it as. So your queue works under FIFO method, where your stack works under your LIFO method. Remember, here you may get a 1 mark question. Queue works under which technology, that is which technique it uses is FIFO, first in, first out. The element which has been added firstly, that will be removed first. Which has been added lastly, that will be removed lastly. Where in your stack, the element which we enter lastly, that will be removed first, because there we have only one end to add and remove. For that reason, the LIFO technique is followed by your stack, and here in your queue we have two ends, rear and front. One is to add and another one is to remove. So here we use FIFO technique, that is first in, first out technique. Done? So remember, the meaning of your queue is, a queue is an ordered collection of the items where an item is inserted at one end called as the rear, and an existing item is removed at the another end called as front. Done? And here your queue follows the FIFO property. FIFO is first in, first out. Done? So let me write the meaning first. You may get it for 1 marks. What is queue, or explain queue, or define queue, like that. So very first thing what you have to do is, you have to write the meaning of your queue. Done? So take down. A queue is an ordered collection of items, where an item is inserted, at one end, and that one end what we use to add the element is called as rear end. Then called rear end, and an existing item is removed from another end called as front. Done? Like this you can write your meaning of your queue, where the queue maintains FIFO order properties. Remember, FIFO stands for first in, first out. That is, which will come the first, that will be removed first. Fine? That is how your queue works. So if you want to imagine your queue example in real time, okay, so I can give you one example of your queue is you want to pay your college fees, and you had in queue in the bank. Okay, the first who is there in the queue, means the first who is standing in the line, those receipt will be taken first, and the person who is standing first in the queue, those receipt will be taken first and he will be out. Next, who is standing second will be taken. Next, the third, and the person who is standing at the last, that person's receipt will be taken at the last. Then example कसं घेऊ शकता रिअल टाईममध्ये, क्यू लावलाय, लाईनमध्ये थांबलाय फी रिसीट भरायला बँकमध्ये, जे फर्स्ट आहेत त्यांचं आधी रिसीट फर्स्ट घेतलेलं, त्यांचं काम झालं तर त्यांनी बाहेर जाईल. नेक्स्ट सेकंड कोण आहेत त्यांचं, नेक्स्ट थर्ड कोण आहेत, असं सिक्वेन्स वाईज जसं कोणी फर्स्ट आलं ना त्यांना आधी फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी देतो. दॅट इज द क्यू. अजून एक रेस्टॉरंटला गेला आहे, तिथं पण क्यू आहे, म्हणजे लाईन आहे, भरपूर जण, फुल आहेत सगळे सीट्स. मग जे कोणी फर्स्ट आले त्यांना आधी आत ठेवतात, मग नेक्स्ट सेकंड, मग नेक्स्ट थर्ड, तसं प्रियॉरिटी वाईज कोण फर्स्ट आले ना त्यांनी आधी आत घेतात, त्यांचं संपेल त्यांनी तसं बाहेर जातात. देन दॅट इज द एक्झाम्पल्स ऑफ युअर क्यू with your FIFO technique we can have it. Then so that is how we can imagine. Then so here in your queue we can perform mainly two operations. One is called as NQ and another one is called as DQ. There are two operations which we can perform on your Q, that is, one is called as NQ and another one is called as DQ. Here NQ means you are adding the element into your Q. NQ means what you are doing? You are adding the element into your Q. So NQ means adding or inserting. Inserting or adding the item which we want to add it into your Q. Similarly, DQ means removing the element. Removing the element. What we are telling? Just understand. NQ means adding or inserting. DQ means removing the item or deleting the item. So as we have in stack, push and pop operation. Okay, so this push operation is used to insert the element into your stack. Similarly, pop operation is used to remove the element from the stack. Here, as push and pop in your Q, we have NQ and DQ. Adding or inserting a new element into your Q is called as NQ, and removing or deleting an existing element from your Q is called as DQ. Then, so adding is taken place from your rear end and removing is taken place from your front end. So front end means from the front side we delete the elements, remove the elements, and rear end means back side. Okay, from the back side we try to add the element. Clear? Understand the meaning? NQ adding from the rear end, DQ removing from the front end. Done? So here the difference between your stack and Q is in removing. Adding is same, but while removing it will be little different if you compare with your stack and Q. So how it will be differ? We know that in stack removing the item is the most recently added, but in your Q removing the item is least recently added, means which has been added first that will be removed from your Q, and which has been added recently lastly that will be removed from your stack. That we have to remember. That is the main difference we have to remember between the Q and the stack. Because inserting is normally which all the elements we want, we go on adding into the Q and the stack. No any issues. There will not get much difference. But when you are talking about removing the elements, then there it goes the difference. What difference we'll be having is in Q, what happens? Deleting is the element which has been added first, means more least recently. Least recently means which has been added first. Done? And in stack, most recently will be added means which has been added lastly. Just now which has been added, that you have to remove it. Done? That is the difference you have to remember. Done? So we know that the Q is also called as FIFO list because the first element which we has added into your Q list, that will be removed first. And you have to remember the insertion are limited to a end, that is through the rear we have to add it, and deletion is limited with other end, that is through your front, that we have to remember. Then, so before seeing how we can do these inserting and adding through your algorithm, first we'll see the types of the queues. The first thing we'll cover is types of the queues. So here you have to remember the definition of your queue, which property we use, and what are the operation we perform on the queue, that is NQ and DQ. You may get it for 1 mark question. Next we'll see the another question that can be asked for 5 marks or that can be asked for 3 marks, types of queue. Give the title, types of queue. So many times this question has been asked for 3 marks and it has been asked for 5 marks also. Done? So as the question comes like that, you have to explain. Nothing is there, just you have to remember the meaning of each type, and then a diagram will be there. That diagram you have to remember. Done? So what I do is, I'll explain to you first how this queue works exactly. Okay, then I'll tell you about these types, because in types I have to give you the diagram. If without showing the normal diagrammatical explanation, if I give you directly the diagram for the types of queue, you may get a little bit confusion. Done? So what I do is simply first I'll give you the diagram of how the queue will work, means how we add the elements and how we remove the elements into your queue, and then I'll explain the types. Okay, for time being we shift on working of queue, how the elements are added into queue and how the elements are removed from the queue. That we'll see first, and then I'll come back to your types. Here only I'll explain. Okay, so the thing is, you just remember, suppose this is your counter where you have to pay the people who are standing in queue one after the other. Okay, the priority is given in this way, means the person who is standing first will be given the first priority, he will pay his fees and he will come back. Next priority is to the second person, he will go out, then the third, and then the fourth. In this way, who comes first, that will be served first. Then, so that is FIFO. First in will be first out. His work is done, he is going 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 out. Like this, it will be worked. Then, next, if suppose we want to see how DQ and NQ will work. Okay, so this is DQ, means removing the element, and NQ means adding the element. Okay, so what we are doing here, there are two ends as we had seen. One is called as rear end and another one is called as front end. Rear end is used to add the elements and your front end is used to remove the elements. Then as stack, we don't use only one end to add and remove. That I had already explained to you. Then fine. So your rear end means back side. Your rear end means back side. Front end means front side. Then rear end means back side. Front end means at the front. Fine. So how the elements has been added. How the elements has been added. So imagine we have taken one queue. Now the element we want to add, so that will be added from the back. This is your rear end, removed from your front. Removed from your front. Fine. So suppose I add first element as 5. So it will be added here. Then next I'll add 10. So it has to be moved to the next point. It has to be moved to the next point. So 5 will come here. Next I want to add 10. 10 will come here. Then next I want to add one more element, 15. So 5 will come here. 10 will come here. 15 will come here. Then next I want to add one more element called as 20. So now 5 will come here. 10 will come here. 15 will come here. 20 will be added here. Now one more element I want to add, 25. So 5 will come here, 10 will come here, this 15 will come here, this 20 will come here, and this 25 will be added here. Done? So how the element has been entered, like that the front will be moved next. For the first time, rear and front will be here only. First time जेव्हा तुमचं queue empty असते ना, तेव्हा rear आणि front दोन्ही एकाकडेच असतात. Both will be in same position. When you add the first element, front will come here. Okay. Next, when you add another element, front will go here. When you add one more element, front will come here. When you add one more element, front will come here. When you add one more element, front will come here. When you remove an element, front is decremented. When you remove one more element, front is decremented. When you remove one more element, front is decremented. When you add, front is incremented, and when you remove, the front is decremented. Done? Understand? Because we are removing the element from the front side, that is from front end, and adding is taking place from your rear end. It is always initialized to at the back of your end. Then like this, your NQ and DQ operation occurs. So this is NQ, we are adding. Removing is from here, that is your DQ. The element which you had added 5, we had added first, so it should be removed first. Then we had added 10, that should be removed. Then the third we had added 15, then that should be removed. Next we had added 20, then that should be removed. Then we had added 25, that should be removed. Then that all points we have to remember. In this way your actual queue works. Fine. So now I'll tell you the types of queues. I cannot fit the explanation in the same page, so I'll change the page, give the title now, types of. queue. Fine. So the queues are divided into different types. Mainly there are 4 types of the queue we have. Mainly we have 4 types of the queue. Alright, queue can be of 4 types. Okay, so the first one we have is simple queue. The first one we have is simple queue. Next, the second one we have is circular queue. The third one we have is priority queue. And the fourth one we have is D queue, we call it as, which is also called as double-ended queue. Then your D queue is also called as double-ended queue. So totally we have 4 types of the queues. The first one is simple queue. The second one is circular queue. The third one is priority queue. And the fourth one is called as D queue, which is also called as double-ended queue. You may get this question for 3 marks or for 5 marks. Then you have to explain each queue with its meaning, how it works, and a diagrammatical example. Now we'll see each queue one after the other. The first one we have is simple queue. So what happens in your simple queue is, in your simple queue, the insertion of the element take place from your rear end. Insertion of an element takes place from your rear end, and the deletion of your element takes place from the front end. A simple queue is like what the meaning of queue we have. Adding of the element is from rear end and removing the element from your front end. Adding the element is from rear end and removing the element from front end. That queue is called as your simple queue. So what happens here in your simple queue? Adding elements, or you can use a word called as item also, no any issues. Adding the elements takes place from rear end and removing or deleting, any word you can use it, removing the existing element from the list is taken place from front end. This technique is called as your simple queue. Done? This technique is called as your simple queue. Fine. So I'll show you diagrammatically how it will be there. So I added the elements called as A, B, C, D, E and F. Done. So this is the subscript which we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is your front end and this is your rear end. So here front position is equals to A and your rear position is equals to 5. Done. So the element 6 elements has been added. Front is at the 0th position where A has been added and rear is there at the back, that is rear is equals to 5, what we can call it as. Right? So this is your simple queue. The next second one we have is circular queue. The second one we have is circular queue. So what happens here in your circular queue? It is one type of the queue in which all your nodes are treated in a circular manner. Means what happens here is your last node is follows with your first node. There is a link between your last node and the first node. There is a link between your last node and first node. Always your last node is internally connected to your first node. So when your last node and first node are connected to each other, When your last node and first node are connected to each other, then there is no any break. All are connected to each other, so it will create the circular manner. It will create a circular manner. So what happens here? The last node follows your first node. Done? So I'll show you the diagram. You can understand. So this is your list 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Suppose I had added the elements like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. This is your rear end, this is your front end. If your rear end is denoting or it has been following your front end, if it is following your front end, then it creates a circle. Done? Suppose this is our front end of the page. Okay, this is the back end of your page. If these both are following to each other, connecting to each other, means it creates a circle. It creates a circle. Done? So as these both ends are following to each other, so it creates a circle. That what we call it as circular queue. That what we call it as circular queue. Fine. Next, the third queue we have is priority queue. The third queue type what we have is priority queue. So what happens here in your priority queue? It is a type of queue where the elements that we had added into your queue have some preset priorities. They all have some preset priorities. Means the priority which has the higher the priority, that element is added first and that element is accessed first. The element which has the lower the priority, that will be added lastly and that will be removed lastly. Done? So then element can be inserted or removed from any position. From any position we can add and from any position we can remove in your priority queue, and that is all based on the priority. I'll give you some example. Consider this is 0, 1 and 2. So the priority is, the first priority is given to this element, second priority is this element, the third priority is this element. In this position what all the elements are there? Suppose just think that in this position I had added 5 and 15. In this position I added 10, 20 and 30. And in this position I added 11, 22 and 33. Now if you want to add the elements and remove the elements, it is all based on the priority. If you want to give the first priority to the first priority, then it is for this, and the last priority is always for this. Then based on the position. So array's position, first is 0th subscript, second, then first subscript, then the second subscript. So for adding the element, first 5 and 15 will be added. Then 10, 20 and 30 will be added. And then 11, 22 and 33 will be added. Like that, the priority is given to the elements. Maybe for adding or maybe for removing. Based on the priority. And we can remove from any position based on priority. Fine? That is how we work on your priority queue. Next we have is the last type of the queue. That is D queue or double-ended queue. The fourth one we have is D queue, which is also called as double-ended queue. Which is also called as double-ended queue. So what happens here in your D queue or double-ended queue? In this queue, insertion and deletion takes place from the both ends. As we had seen in your simple queue and in all other queue, that adding occurs from rear end, adding the elements, and removing the elements is occurs from always your front end. So adding is from rear end and removing is from front end. But here in your D queue, adding and deleting takes place from both the ends. Takes place from both the ends. That I'll show you the diagram. Suppose this is your queue. We can add from this here and insert, and we can delete from here also. Deletion. And from here we can delete also, and from here we can insert also. Usually when you are studying your simple queue, inserting occurs from this end and deletion occurs from this end. Okay, but when we are working with your DQ, insertion and deletion can be done from both the end. Done. This is how your DQ or double-ended queue works. Done. So here I'll stop with this today's session. That is what all we have seen, the meaning of queue, examples of queue, the operations, that is NQ and DQ. NQ means adding the elements, DQ means removing the elements. And we had seen the different types of the queue, that is simple queue, circular queue, priority queue and double-ended queue. The algorithms on the queues and the other things we'll see in the next class. If you have any doubts, let me clarify your doubts, and the other concept we'll study in the next class. Thank you.